Let's listen to this show.
With DJ Envy, the captain of this bitch.
With Angela Yee, the only one who can keep these guys in check.
Charlamagne the God.
I'm a lovable asshole. And this is the
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ Envy.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday.
Yes, it's Tuesday.
And what does that mean?
Is it Chinese New Year?
Yeah, we made it through Monday.
Okay.
It's Chinese New Year today? This starts today
It
or
was
yesterday?
It was yesterday.
I actually had a Chinese New Year dinner yesterday.
I heard.
Yes, I was at Suede in Brooklyn. I've never been there before. It's a different it's a new restaurant. It's been there for like a year. But it's definitely West Indian food.
Okay.
But, you know, it's mixing the cultures and half West Indian, half Chinese. So I put it together.
Why are so many Chinese people and West Indian people, like, infused like that? Because, you know, my wife is Jamaican and Chinese.
They was having sex
Spanish
with each other, clearly.
I know that, but it was a big because it seemed like it was heavy across the country.
I know there's a lot of Chinese Jamaicans, a lot of Chinese people in Jamaica.
Even when I went to Jamaica, there was a lot of Chinese people. When I went to China, there was a lot of Jamaicans there. It was, I don't know.
West Indians like Chinese gala.
Also,
What? What?
He just said.
Don't repeat
Never
it.
mind.
Don't repeat it.
Now there's hot sauce for you guys' bag, some Sabroso sauce here, so
Oh,
you guys
Lord.
can carry that
Now
around
all
with
y'all
you.
women want to carry hot sauce in your bag because Beyonce
Now
said it.
y'all want to go to Red Lobster.
Now all y'all at Red Lobster, like, stop it. Like, relax. Okay?
You know, I seen yesterday. I seen Brandy yesterday on my flight back.
Was she at Red Lobster?
No, she was on our flight.
Did she say she had hot sauce in her bag?
I didn't ask her. She was on the flight way back from San Francisco from Super Bowl, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, tell everybody I love them, but I'm not coming on the show because I'm scared of you guys." I said, "There's nothing to be scared about."
She cried after she left last time.
Yeah, but she said, "Good morning, guys." I seen it this morning.
Stop it, Brandy.
Good morning,
Brandy. You know better than that. Relax.
She said, "Good morning, guys."
It's amazing to me too with the year of the monkey though. Like the monkeys are considered clever, smart, and powerful creatures by the Chinese, and that's why many people try to have a child in the year of the monkey and they hope for a son. But it's just amazing to me when I read that. It's like it's all about perception because the monkey to us. You call a black man a monkey, it's a racial slur,
right?
You know, but the Chinese, it means something.
Well, last year was a very unlucky year. That's why people want to have babies this year because.
What was the year last year?
It was the year of the goat, or the year of the sheep, some people call it.
So don't call Chinese people sheep, is what you're saying.
Well, last year was just an unlucky financial year for some people, so everybody feels like this year is better. That's why they want to have kids this year. But the Chinese astrology, I think they said the first 12 animals, it was what it was.
See, in our culture, the goat is a great thing. Greatest of all time, baby. Okay?
The goat.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
In our
It's
culture.
definitely not a negative thing to be born in the year of the monkey. Everybody's trying to have babies.
Okay.
In the year
That's
of
the
monkey.
beautiful thing about America, man. There's so many different cultures here, and we all can embrace people's different cultures.
And actually, last year was the first year they got rid of that one-child rule in China.
Right.
So now people can have...
Before they could only have one child because the population was so heavy, they would only allow one child. Now they want you to have, I think, at least two now.
That's why everybody wanted to have a son. So if they had a daughter, people were like just throwing their young babies in the street because everybody wanted a son, and you were only allowed to have one child.
I don't mind that here in America, but I think they should do something like an IQ test. Like you have to have a certain IQ to even have a baby. You have to have a certain IQ to even have a child.
That makes sense.
Yes, because some of y'all shouldn't be
As effed up as
breathing.
it sounds, that makes sense.
First
some
of all,
y'all
let me
shouldn't be
just say,
having
have either one of y'all ever taken a real IQ test?
No.
So y'all don't even know what your IQ is. Some people are not good at taking tests.
Okay.
So you might go take an IQ test.
Some people are not good at having babies. They shouldn't have any babies.
Everybody shouldn't be allowed to breathe. That is a fact, man. Look at some of these people out here and the way they act, the way they carry themselves.
Everybody has a right to breathe.
No, we don't need you to. We don't need you to pass your negative behavior on to the seed.
I'm with you.
What does Jocelyn Hernandez need to do with Churn?
She doesn't have any.
That's what I'm saying.
He's saying,
that's
thank
my
God.
point. Thank God.
If you saw that Love and Hip Hop episode, she was sitting on the toilet with the pregnancy test.
Well,
oh boy.
God did her a favor. Well,
And
God,
I bought you guys some
God did us
almond
a favor.
cookies this morning too.
All right. Well, let's get into the front page news. What are we talking about in front page news?
Let's talk about who might be running for the White House. I told you guys this before. I kind of like this guy, so.
Okay, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into some front page news. Now, NBA, the Cavs beat the Kings. The Hornets beat the Bulls. The Clippers beat the 76ers in overtime. The Raptors beat the Pistons. The Nets beat the Nuggets. The Blazers beat the Grizzlies in overtime. Pacers beat the Lakers. Magic beat the Hawks. The Pelicans beat the Wolves. And the Thunder beat the Suns. Now, it seems like the Knicks, they fired Derek Fisher.
It seems like they did.
He was 40 and 96, 2 seasons as coach. They should have fired him a long time. I never thought he was going to be a good fit.
You saw Matt Barnes posted a picture of himself right after
Did he?
that. Yeah.
Petty.
Yeah, but they got to stop with these quick fixes, though. Don't you got to give somebody an opportunity? Give them a good, legit chance? Is a year and a half really a legit chance?
I mean, he wasn't doing too well. I don't think the players really liked him.
Who said that? Why are you making up stuff?
I don't think they ever matched.
Who said that? Who said the players don't like him?
An inside source.
Who's the inside source?
I can't tell you. That's why it's an inside source.
It's amazing to me how on ESPN
Inside
this morning they were saying how Carmelo Anthony used to love the locker room. Said they loved the chemistry of the locker room when Derek Fisher was there.
That's what he's supposed to say to the people.
Oh,
but an inside source said it wasn't going too well.
Envy be hanging out in the locker room.
Shut up.
Like old thought.
Shut up.
Who's petitioning to get that job now?
Who?
Dennis Rodman.
Oh, now Mark Jackson. They should get Mark Jackson.
Dennis Rodman is going hard trying to get the
Mark
job.
Jackson ain't even on the list of candidates.
I know. They should get. I don't know
They're
why.
talking about Luke Walton.
They should give Mark Jackson a try.
Listen, my thing is this. You got to give somebody more than a year and a half. You know what I mean? Think about the Breakfast Club when we first started.
I knew you were gonna
they
go
wanted
there.
us out of here after a year. You got to give things a chance.
Well,
give
we was
Derek
on our way
Fisher.
out. We was on.
Oh, but give Derek Fisher an opportunity. I don't think he got a legit opportunity.
Nah, I didn't like him, Mr. Coach. Now, let's talk about Seahawks running back Marshawn Lynch. It looks like he's retiring. He's 29 years old. I think he had, 10 years in the league? Was it 9 years in the league?
9 years.
9 years in the league. He's retiring this year.
He just opened a clothing store.
Really?
Fun fact, they said Marshawn Lynch didn't spend none of his NFL money. They say he saved majority of his NFL money, and he lived off his endorsements.
Yeah, it's a $50 million he has in the
Smart
bank.
of him. So.
Shout out to him. Now, Bloomberg, is he running for president?
Well, he's been considering running for the White House. He's looking at all options, he said, when it comes to a 2016 White House bid. He said, I find the level of discourse and discussion distressingly banal and an outrage and an insult to the voters. And he said that the American public deserves a lot better. So he said he has to make a decision by March.
Would you vote for Bloomberg?
I actually do I would have to hear what he has to say, but I do like Mayor Bloomberg. Well, our former mayor.
He tightened up New York City very well.
Don't you think that's a little too late for you to be jumping in the race? Though all these people have been stomping for about 2 years.
But I think he feels like, okay, what the hell is going on here?
But he has enough money to go against Trump and to put his own money into it.
And people that feel like, okay, we need somebody that's a businessman to run this country.
Which he is.
He has done a great job. So I could see that.
He changed the rules and laws in New York. He's supposed to only be a mayor for 2 terms. He was 3 terms?
I'm going to do it again.
He just did it again on his own.
Does he care about human beings, though? Does he care about our civil liberties? Does he care about things?
Well, that's
of
okay.
that
I got to
nature?
see what he has to say if he's going to run. But didn't he start at Huffington Post? No. Oh, no, he didn't have anything to do with that.
All right, now let's talk about you can get gas for $1. Where?
Well, they're saying gas is getting close to the $1 mark in some parts of the country. There's at least 8 states where gas is now less than $1.25 a gallon. Is that crazy?
Did y'all know?
I was noticing that over the weekend. I was just saying, wow, gas is so cheap.
Y'all know Costco has gas? Like Costco and
people used
BJ's
to
have
line
gas
up.
stations that's cheap, very, very cheap.
I know that because my dad is very, very cheap. And he actually used to go there to get gas. And there was a certain day, I don't know if it was like Tuesdays, where they had a sale.
Absolutely.
And the cars would be lined up to get gas because my dad used to do things like buy a Christmas tree and return it and get his money back after Christmas.
I F with your dad. Wow. All right. Well, that's front page news. Now, tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, you can call us right now. Maybe somebody pissed you off. Maybe you're having a bad morning, whatever it may be. 800-585-1051. If you're having a bad morning, you need to vent a little bit, and then you can have a great day. Call us up right now. Phone lines are wide open. Again, the number is 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast. DMX, you know what makes me mad? When ask for the truth, but can't handle the truth, huh? Now tell them why you mad on The Breakfast Club, bitches.
It's Willie G, man, straight from, the Holy Trinity, dog.
The what?
The Holy Trinity?
Yeah, the Holy Trinity, dog. I hear y'all out there. Y'all want to hear me rap?
No, the only Holy Trinity we acknowledge is Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit.
Well, let's hear
lots.
you rap, Willie G.
Yo, pardon me. I want you to acknowledge me as if I speak prophecy. That's just the policy. This game's a monopoly. Buying all the property, selling the utilities, talking commerce fluently, while children hide from the truancy. That's what y'all get.
Bro, I got the paper open right now to the classifieds. I'm going to circle a few jobs for you. You know what I'm saying? You can call back and I'll give you some recommendations, okay?
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Jarvis.
Tell them why you mad, bro.
Jarvis.
Yeah, I'm mad because these dirty parents send their kids at school. I get a phone call and they say my daughter got head lice. Never had head lice ever.
Oh, that's terrible.
Damn.
Yeah, headlights
So
is
how you
disgusting.
get rid of head lice?
We got the doctor gave a prescription of the thing, but they have a little tiny niche you got to do. So we put mayonnaise in it after to make it real greasy.
You put mayonnaise?
I never heard of mayonnaise.
Yes, man. It took 5 hours. My poor baby neck was all like a bobblehead doll.
Oh man.
Headlights is definitely an 80s thing.
Yeah, you don't really see that too much now.
Yeah, that's like seeing a payphone. Headlights and crabs.
It's the dirty white people.
Oh my God.
Don't blame that on the white man.
Stop it.
Oh man.
No. It's a fact. Headlights do not stick to African American type hair.
That is such a lie. That is absolutely a lie.
Who told you that, man?
My kids are biracial. They're Puerto Rican and black. And one got more Puerto Rican hair, and one got more black hair. And my baby with the more black hair don't have it. It's just the Puerto Rican.
Hey, when in doubt.
Okay, so Headlights likes Puerto Ricans.
It likes waffle color people. I mean,
listen, when in doubt, blame the white man, but not the headlights, bro.
Tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent. Call us right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yo, good morning. This is Mad Rap. I'm gonna tell you why, man. I'm mad because I hung out in the club last night and there was too many good girls in there. Yo, for real, we don't need none of y'all good girls in the club. We need loose girls, we need drunk girls, we need sloppy girls, we need girls that's just gonna go away. We don't need none of y'all nice girls in there. Go home. Go away. Talk about it. And tell me why you mad. Breakfast Club, for real.
Mike, tell them why you mad.
I call myself not feeling loved by my family, you know what I'm saying? Even my wife and all that, right? So, you know, I'm saying I'm talking, I'm using my words, no responses. I can't really get any clarity. So I decided to throw a little wrench in the situation, so to speak. I got a friend of mine to call my cousin, right? And tell my cousin that I got in a massive accident in the hospital, right? Just so I could see how people feel.
You're an attention-seeking ass dude.
He definitely is.
What you said?
You're an attention-seeking ass dude.
Okay,
man.
finish your
No,
story.
I'm not. Nah. It's not attention-seeking. If you understand the whole story, I don't got time for all that. But
Go ahead.
if you understand
So you planned the
story,
whole funeral and everything?
No, I ain't planned the whole funeral. I ain't let it go that far. But unfortunately, people got hurt that shouldn't have been hurt. And then it backfired. So now wifey tight, wifey don't want me in the crib. She don't want me around my son. All this other stuff.
Well, lying backfires sometimes.
Well, I understand that, but what I'm tight about is that maybe I should have came with a better way of doing it.
Yeah.
But,
Oh
Let
my
me tell you,
gosh.
bro, this is what you do. This is what you do. Set up a social media page, a Twitter or something, and just go tweet crazy stuff all day long.
Nah, man, that ain't gonna work.
That'll get you attention.
But, nah, it ain't about attention, bro. It's about trying to figure out, am I wasting my time in a relationship that's worthless?
Well, now it doesn't matter because now she doesn't want to be with you anyway.
Yeah, you done messed that one up.
Well, that's yet to be determined. But I just wanted to put it out that I am sorry. You understand? I'm sorry to the people that
You a
were
sorry ass nigga. All right.
Look, Charlamagne, haven't you got enough black eyes in your career, bro?
Whoa.
Slow down.
Hey,
Sir,
nobody believes you. You want attention.
You have some temperament on you, sir.
Hey, today's
Well,
National Pizza Day, man.
They did believe, right? And I got a chance to kind of see that, wow, it takes something bad to happen for you to care.
Sir, you can't play with people's emotions like
Yeah,
that.
you stupid for
Right,
that, man.
but, well, I agree. It was stupid. It was foolish. I wouldn't do it again. However,
Yeah, no one's
sorry.
gonna fall for it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody, if you gotta almost die for people to care, they don't really care, bro.
They definitely don't
I'm
really
be honest
care.
with you. They don't really care about you.
Tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, you can call us at any time. Now, easy.
Hey, what's up, DJ Envy?
We got rumors coming up?
Yes, find out who Beyonce had to tell they had a whack song. She said it was terrible. Also, we'll talk about our boy, LaShawn McCoy. What is going on with him and some story about fighting with the cops?
All right, we'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now let's get to the rumors. Let's find out who Beyonce told that record was whack.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, this has to be a tough situation for an artist when you want to get somebody else on a record and you send it to them and they say, actually, it's a terrible record. Now, Chris Martin from Coldplay, he just performed at the Super Bowl with Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
He was the white guy that was up there with Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
They knew who he was.
Well, he talked
opening
about
act.
when he sent Beyonce a track. It was called Hook Up. And she said, I really like you, but this is awful. So she never ended up getting on the song, but it was no hard feelings.
Drop one of Clues bombs for Beyonce. That's what you're supposed to do.
He was honest.
Like, what's wrong with being honest? You send me a better record, or maybe you'll create a better record. Like, let me save you from yourself.
Well, she didn't have to say trash. She could have just been like, it's not for me.
It's awful.
Why? If that's her opinion, that's her opinion. Why she got to sugarcoat it?
She might be helping him if he thinks it's a great record, and she's like, this record is awful.
So there's a couple of records that we all thought were horrible and wound up to be hits.
So
okay,
that's
well,
true. She
did agree to sing on a new song by Coldplay, Him for the Weekend. So she did that, at least. But and you should never be, and an artist, you shouldn't take it personally if someone else, you ask them to get on a record and they're like, this is not.
And aren't they really friends in real life?
Yeah, they are.
All right, then. So if you can't tell your friend that something they're doing is whack, then y'all are not really friends like you think.
And since we're talking Coldplay, let's talk about Taraji P. Henson. Now, we all know that she mistook Coldplay for Maroon 5 and tweeted out that she said, yes, Maroon 5 is life to me, Super Bowl 50, happy camper I am. And then she edited it and said, oops, LMAO, right?
Drop one of Clues bombs for Cookie.
Well, Maroon 5 responded.
What's it? Thank you.
They said, thanks for loving our performance from our seats at Super Bowl 50 at the Real Taraji. We think we sounded pretty good.
If Taraji P. Henson says Coldplay is Maroon 5, then damn it, they're Maroon 5. Okay.
All right, and even more Super Bowl stuff. Raven Simone, the Beehive went in on her. She was on The View, and she said that she thought that Beyonce's performance was hilarious and amazing. Check it out.
The new video for Beyonce is hilarious and amazing, and all the Beehives coming for me, but I miss Beyonce singing a ballad in a dress. I miss that girl singing, because I've seen you dance, I miss you. Where's Beyonce? You cannot find a flaw with Beyonce.
I've seen you dance.
Why was it hilarious?
I don't know.
She's a hater.
She's crazy.
I'm trying to figure out why was the video hilarious.
There's nothing funny about it.
Anything was very empowering.
She didn't see it.
But it was not hilarious.
She didn't see it. She was reading her notes. She didn't see it.
And she said she prefers to singing ballads.
Raven, you're not allowed to talk about what comes out somebody's mouth. Okay? We don't talk about what you prefer coming out somebody's mouth. Because we prefer if you shut the F up forever.
And something else that did some numbers is The People versus O.J. Simpson American Crime Story. 12 million viewers total.
Wow.
Is that huge?
I taped it. I still didn't see it yet.
It's now officially FX's highest rated drama debut ever.
Wow.
And you know, that comes on Tuesdays. That's tonight at 10 p.m. on FX if you want to watch it.
So every time I sit down and I say I want to watch that show, I realize I really don't care. That and the Bernie Madoff story, I don't care about as much.
I want to see both of them.
Because they were so good in real life.
Right.
Like, I saw them in real life. I don't want to see the movie. It's like, eh. I tried to watch the Madoff one, and I had to turn it off. I'm like, it's not as good as the Deuce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tonight's episode, they're saying, is a recreation of his white Bronco chase. And it should be pretty intense one tonight. All right, LaShawn McCoy. We're doing all football stories this morning.
Okay.
LaShawn McCoy, now that's our friend up here. He plays for the Buffalo Bills. And he's under investigation now over an alleged assault of off-duty police officers at a nightclub. Now, apparently in Philly, they said 2 off-duty officers were at the club, and there was an argument that happened. According to multiple reports, that argument took place inside Recess nightclub, and that's when it was over the ownership of a bottle. I guess some bottles came, and one of the people that was with LaShawn McCoy thought it was his bottle, so he tried to take it, and he got into it with the cops. But at the end of it all, 2 of the cops ended up having to go to the hospital. They said one officer who broke up the fight had 8 stitches over his left eye. He was getting treatment, and he had a possible skull fracture.
But they weren't on duty.
No, they were off duty.
They were chilling.
The other officer was on the ground, and he got punched, kicked, and stomped about his body and head multiple times by all 4 suspects, and he had some broken ribs.
I don't think it's fair to charge people for assaulting a cop if they're in plain clothes or they're off duty.
They were just in a bar fight. That's all that was.
So
a bar
he's
fight.
just under investigation. Nobody's been charged.
Yeah, he shouldn't be charged.
It's an alleged
it was
assault.
A bar
the
fight
only
in the club.
problem is
What?
now that we know these are off-duty police officers, and already the president of the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 5, which is the police union, is speaking out and is saying these officers are hurting, they're in pain, there are serious injuries. This was an all-out beatdown with broken bones and serious injuries, so we don't know what happened.
But are you an officer when you're off duty? When you're off duty and you're in plain clothes and you're just a civilian, shouldn't civilian rules apply?
Not if you're in a club drinking. You're definitely not an officer.
Shouldn't civilian rules
I don't know what's going to end up happening. But I'm just letting you guys know, when
we don't know what happened.
You can't charge me for assaulting a cop. I didn't know it was a cop.
Right.
I'd never hit you if you was
Well, nobody said that that's assaults. They're getting charged for that. This is under
regular
investigation.
assault,
All they have is surveillance video from when they left the club, not inside, and people's reports. But you know how hard it is with anything to do with
It was
cops.
a fist fight. That's all it was, a fist fight.
I don't know what it was.
The judicial system going to treat them like they attack some cops.
Absolutely.
That's what they're going to do.
That's not fair.
I'm just trying to make sure we report it so you know what's going on.
All right.
All right, and that is your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. When we come back, we got front page news. We'll tell you about Bloomberg. He might be running for president. We'll tell you all about it. And gas for $1. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get some front page news. Now in sports, the Cavs beat the Kings, Hornets beat the Bulls, Clippers beat the 76ers, Raptors beat the Pistons, Nets beat the Nuggets, Blazers beat the Grizzlies, Pacers beat the Lakers, the Magic beat the Hawks, the Pelicans beat the Wolves, and the Thunder beat the Suns. And the Knicks fired Derek Fisher yesterday. He had a record of 40-96. He was a season and a half with the Knicks as coach, so they got rid of him. Hopefully they would sign Mark Jackson, but I know his name ain't even in the hat.
Well, Dennis Rodman is saying that he's the right man for the job.
Dennis Rodman, Mark Jackson, neither one of them are getting it. But I just don't think it's fair to fire somebody after a year and a half. Like, at least give him 3 years.
This really touches home for Charlamagne because we almost got fired.
Yes, I think you should give 3 is the magic number. 3 strikes in baseball, you're out. It should give him at least 3 years to get things right.
I just don't think it worked. I don't think that triangle offense worked. I just think it doesn't work.
That ain't Derek Fisher's fault. That's Phil Jackson. He's the one that mastered the triangle offense. He's the one trying to implement it and pushing it on everybody.
Well, tell us what you heard, Envy, behind the scenes.
I heard from a source they didn't really. No, I'm just kidding. Now, also, Seahawks running back Marshawn Lynch is retiring. He's 29 years old. I believe he's had 9 years in the league. They said he has over $50 million in the bank. He's never spent his NFL salary.
Right.
Yes, he's lived off his endorsements.
Mm-hmm. So, congratulations.
Well, he hasn't spent all of his NFL salary, but for the past 5 years, he's been living off his endorsements.
Mm-hmm. Now, also, Bloomberg, he might be running for president?
Friday, it did confirm that he's looking at all options when it comes to a 2016 White House bid. He said, I find the level of discourse and discussion distressingly banal and an outrage and an insult to the voters. So he feels like Americans deserve a lot better than this.
I don't care. There's nobody energizing me to go to the polls this year, even though I will vote. But there's nobody out there that's making me feel like, oh, I gotta vote for this guy.
Well, Bloomberg's a businessman. He changed the rules and laws in New York. I mean, you were only supposed to run for 2 terms. He made it 3 terms.
I think he would squash Donald Trump, too.
He would definitely squash. He got the bread to squash Donald Trump, but I don't know about Bloomberg.
I personally like Bernie Sanders, but he's 87 years old. Yeah. And sadly, ageism does come into play because the White House ages you. Bernie will be 363 after his first term.
I was watching Bernie Sanders. He had a concert yesterday, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, not him performing, but he had performers at an event that he had yesterday.
Now, also, gas for $1. Where can I get gas for $1?
Well, they're saying gas is near $1 in some places. There's at least 8 states where some stations are now selling gas for less than $1.25 a gallon. The cheapest gas right now is at a 7-Eleven in Oklahoma City. They're selling gas for $1.11. So I've been noticing the price of gas going down. I was just talking about that over the weekend. Like, look at how cheap gas is.
Like, I just found out that BJ's and Costco has gas stations, and gas is really cheap.
Yeah, I've been to that.
Wow.
I have a cheap father, so I knew.
Wow, you can get gas there, and the gas is really inexpensive.
You can buy gas at Costco?
Well, they have gas stations next to it. On the side of it in certain places, and the gas is like really, really cheap.
And I remember my dad, there was like one day, I think it was on Tuesdays, it was really, really cheap. So we would have to go and sit and wait in line every Tuesday to get gas.
You know where else you can get cheap gas?
Where?
Taco Bell. Kill me.
Shut up, all right. That's front page
news.
news.
Didn't get it at first.
I got it. Now, when we come back, we're talking the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, have you seen that? Potomac is Maryland. It's a place in Maryland.
I thought a colonic was the thing they put up your butt and they suck all your toxins out.
That is a colonic, but we're talking Potomac. It's a place in Maryland. Yes. It's like a rich area. It's like Beverly Hills of L.A. is this area in Maryland.
So what's a Potomac relationship?
That's platonic.
That's platonic.
Oh, platonic. Okay.
Well, what happened yesterday in the Real Housewives?
It wasn't yesterday, but I was watching the marathon over the weekend, and I really enjoyed the show. I think it's only been 3 episodes so far, but there's one woman on the show, and she really, really wants to get married. She's been dating her guy for about a little over a year, and she's always pressuring him to marry her. Check it out.
Was that something that you're going to stop making jokes about and actually do?
What?
Get me knocked up and propose? I'm a woman with 3 children, and if you're not serious about marrying me, then we have a problem.
If you had not brought this up for the last 6 months, we would have already been engaged in marriage.
So the question is 800-585-1051. Does pressuring someone into marriage work?
It depends what kind of pressure it is. Different types of pressure.
Every time they go out, she's like, so how am I going to introduce you tonight? Are you my fiance? And then when people ask them, are you guys married or what? She's like, ask him, are we engaged?
That's good. That's actually really good. That's
That
good
works?
pressure. That's good
No,
pressure.
that's not good pressure because you
That's
have
good
3
pressure.
kids on your own. That's not my kids. Don't pressure. Don't make me feel like I have to be here like I'm trapped. If I want to get married, I want to get married.
If y'all got kids together,
They don't have kids together.
okay. But if y'all do, you have your kid go up to him and say, "Hey, why we don't have the same last name?" That's good pressure.
That's what happened to you.
It is something that happened to me. that absolutely happened to me.
You guys were together for how long before you got married?
Oh, I don't know. We old. I lose count now. What,
14,
16
15,
years?
16
something?
years.
I don't know. It's a long
What about
time.
you, Amber? What made you decide to ask the question?
I was just ready. I always wanted to get married early.
There was no
with,
pressure.
Nah, I was with Gia since 15 years. She was 15, I was 16. So when we got out of college, I was like, let's go.
Okay. You think pressure works for people?
Pressure makes diamonds.
I don't think pressure
Okay,
works,
they say
especially for
pressure
men.
busts pipes, but pressure makes diamonds when you put that pressure on the coal, okay? Sometimes you need a little pressure.
800-585-1051.
You gotta think, men, we ain't gonna shower if you don't tell us to.
What?
What? I don't know what men you know.
What? Does pressuring someone into marriage work? 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, we're talking Real Housewives of Potomac.
Potomac,
Potomac?
according to Slim Chica.
Never heard of the place.
Potomac.
All right. Now, I don't watch the show. Explain to us what happened on the show, Yee.
Katie is pressuring her boyfriend. She's been with him for over a year to marry her. She said he's like a very in-demand, eligible bachelor in their town. And she's like, listen, we got to get married. Check it out.
I think that we need some more kids in this house. Wouldn't that be so fun? You've never had the pleasure of seeing me pregnant.
Your boobs swell up when you get
Yeah. Was that something that you're gonna stop making jokes about and actually do?
What?
Get me knocked up and propose? I'm a woman with 3 children, and if you're not serious about marrying me, then we have a problem.
If you had not brought this up for the last 6 months, we would have already been engaged and married.
So 800-585-1051. Does pressuring someone into marriage work? What do you think, E?
If somebody really wants to marry you, they're going to do it. If you
Right.
pressure them, sometimes it might push them away. I think it also depends on timing. I don't think after a year, that's enough time to start pressuring someone for marriage.
All right.
I think if you've been together for, 3 years and you're like, okay, where are we headed? Da-da-da-da-da. It's important to have that discussion.
I think when a person's ready, they're ready. I think there's no timetable, whether it's a year, whether it's 3 years. And then if they do it because you pressure them, they'll resent it. They're not there for the right reasons, and they might be forced to do it. Now, Charlamagne, you were kind of pressured.
I wasn't pressured. I think, well, first of all,
Your daughter pressured you.
First of all, you shouldn't have to pressure someone to be with you. But I think that a lot of times, we look at the word pressure and we start thinking of pressure as failure. But pressure is good. I mean, what do you think that coaches do to athletes in schools? They put pressure on them to be great. Even our parents put pressure on us to be great. Like, I don't think it's a problem with your significant other wanting y'all to have the best possible relationship.
It might not be the best
What
relationship.
about an
You might have to
ultimatum?
learn something.
What about an ultimatum?
You should never make ultimatums, but a little pressure never hurt. If your daughter comes to you, like my daughter did to me, and my daughter says, why don't you and mommy have the same last name? That's good pressure.
But say you weren't ready to get married. Say there was some reason where you
If you're not ready after 16 years.
No. Let's be clear about men. Are we ever really ready?
Yeah, some men are.
Be honest.
Emmy was ready. Emmy wanted to get married.
Some of us, some people are ready, some people aren't. But it's just one of those things, ready or not, just do it. Just take the plunge.
Well,
see, it's more than
if
just
you
taking
want
the plunge.
to.
What is it then?
Because if you don't want to, it's also a business transaction if you don't want to.
If you don't want to, then don't do it.
And their situation also,
It's simple.
She has 3 kids. I'm sure that plays into it for him too. Like
3
3
kids that are not
children
his, right.
that he's gonna have to now be a dad to 3 kids. That's
And support to take care of all
When
that.
you say pressure only is pressure when you're being pressured to do something you really don't want to do. Pressure is somebody having a gun to your head and really making you do something that you don't want to do. Pressure is not, you know what? I know she wants to get married. I'm gonna marry her. You really do want to marry her deep down inside. You're just scared for whatever reason.
Right, but maybe that fear and the fact that you're scared, maybe you might not want to do it at that particular life. Maybe you want to give yourself a little time. Maybe you want to live with the person
Time
a
for
little
what?
longer.
Let me tell you something, man. Guys will keep telling us ourselves over and over. Oh, I gotta wait until I get myself financially stable. Oh, I gotta wait till this is right. I gotta wait till that is right. Man, just go do it.
Women feel the same way sometimes too. They don't want to be pressured.
Ain't nobody pressuring half of y'all. Most of y'all women just want to. First of all, 90% of y'all single as a mother effer.
Stop it.
The other 10% can't find a man. Stop it. Ain't nobody pressuring no woman to get married.
No, guys definitely
All right?
pressure women nowadays.
When the last time you got proposed to?
I got proposed to 3 times. I said no every
When the
time.
last time?
2 years ago.
Oh, well, you should have took that off.
Hello, who's this?
Oh, what's up? Nah, I ain't gonna do that, Envy. But anyway, I'm a perfect example of what it means not to be pressured. Only because what happens basically is that they, you're in a relationship, and then what they want to do is they want to sit up there and talk about marriage. And you're like, okay, we're gonna work it out, we're gonna plan it out, this and that, but it don't have to be today. Next thing you know, you make your own mistakes, getting them pregnant, and it's like, oh, I can't be married out of wedlock. Of course, naturally, you use protection, but, like, if they pressure you about, I'm getting older, I want to have a baby, this and that, after arguing, you start to give in, you gave in. Now it's like, okay, we got to get married. Okay, cool, I'm with that, but let's, go to Justice Peak. Nah, we got a big wedding.
Well, even with weddings, if a girl's pressuring you to have a big wedding, give her that big wedding. Like, what's the problem? Like, why should she have to go to the Justice Peak? Why should she have to sell herself short because you didn't wear a condom and you shot her club up?
I'm saying financially, you can do the Justice of Peace for the meantime and then do the bigger wedding.
When you get the money. I get what you're saying.
That ain't going to happen. That's just like a man saying, I'm going to marry you as soon as I get my money straight.
Well, I will say, everybody I know that said they was going to do that never ended up having the real.
Never.
Yeah.
Hello, who's this?
Black Rob from Thompson, Queens.
What's up, bro? We're talking about pressuring into getting married.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
Every guy's going to say.
Okay, just like Charlamagne said that pressure makes diamonds and all that, it also bursts pipes. You know what I'm saying? Which in this case is equivalent to a divorce. Eventually down the road, if a woman presses a man into marrying her when he's not really ready to, down the road, sometimes they're going to get a divorce. It's just that simple.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. If you, as a man, you a sucker if you let her pressure you into marrying. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
I agree.
Well, that's the thing. I think most men wait. If they're pressured and they're not ready, they wait.
That's it. Just say I'm not ready to get married.
I do have guy friends that got married because they got an ultimatum and they had a choice. Do I want to lose this woman I've been dating or get married and keep her? And a couple of them decided to get married and keep her, and now they're not married anymore.
They're divorced.
Well, that's
or they hate each other.
Nobody should pressure you to do something that you really don't want to do. That's never going to work.
Well, pressuring doesn't work. That's what we're saying. 800-585-1051. We're asking, does pressuring someone into marriage work? Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Lanes would say it. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Angela Yee was watching Housewives of Potomac. Did I say it right?
Potomac.
That's what I said. Potomac, Maryland. Yeah. Now, what were they talking about on there?
Basically, Katie was talking about getting married. She has 3 kids. She's ready to get married. And the guy that she's dating is simply resisting. But he's saying that if she would have stopped pressuring him, they could have been married.
Yeah, but it's 2 types of pressure. Like, it's good pressure and it's bad pressure. Bad pressure is when somebody is really pushing you to do something that you don't want to do and you do it. That's bad pressure. But then it's good pressure like, yo, you know what? I really think you should go out for that job. And you're like, nah, I don't think that job is
But we're just talking about marriage.
We're talking marriage.
Well, even in marriage is that can be a good pressure. It's only bad pressure when you don't want to marry the hoe.
Not necessarily. Well, you don't call it a hoe, but not necessarily. But if somebody's not ready, if they don't know, especially you're married with somebody with 3 children, you don't have any children. So
I'm not marrying you if you got 3 kids and they not mine. That's bad pressure.
Maybe he loves the woman and he's trying to figure out. So don't pressure me. Let me figure it out on my own.
You know how you get out of that situation? You tell the woman, look, I love you, but I don't love your kids. Now, if you really want to marry a man that don't love your kids,
no.
All right,
that's not going to happen.
Okay.
That's not going to work.
But, that's 4 people who you are putting their lives, with yours. So that is a big consideration.
I don't think pressuring works. Hello, who's this?
This is Wildfire. What's up, Envy?
Wildfire. What's up, bro?
Can a woman pressure you into marrying her? Would that work?
Yeah, in a way, if you've been with her for a while. But I agree with Envy with the 3 kids situation. Don't pressure me if you got 3 babies that ain't mine. My grandfather said it best. He was like, if you're going to be getting the Cheerios and the milk for free for a long time, somebody else going to eventually buy that box and them jugs and have they spoon in that bowl, baby.
Okay.
You either got to itch or get off the toilet.
There you go. That was a better
There
analogy.
you go.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Marcus from Atlanta.
Marcus, we're talking about pressure into marriage, man. What do you think?
Pressuring does not work. If you have to ask somebody, you already lost the battle.
Right.
But is it worth having a discussion? Maybe not pressure, but saying, hey, what's going on with us? Are we headed on the path to our marriage? Do you plan to propose to me?
Well, you should set those standards when you first start. It's just like dating in a relationship. When you're dating somebody, you're just dating. But if you have the understanding that we're building a relationship, then you should know that it's heading towards that direction.
You also got to remember, too, man, no pressure, no diamonds. A woman ain't going to get that diamond ring if she don't pressure somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe some gentle pressure. Maybe a nudge.
You already know that. If you're looking for wifey, then you know that's gonna be your wife, and you making them plans. What's the song that they got? I've been making plans for you. They should know that.
You know, I also think if ladies really want to do it, maybe
It's about Wale.
Maybe women should propose. Maybe women should just ask the question.
Why? Is
I've had a woman
down all across America?
You had a woman ask you
I've had a woman ask me twice. I'm 34 years old. When I was 25, I had a woman ask me twice.
Did she get down on one knee?
Nah, she didn't get down on one knee, but she really asked me. She was straight up. She asked me twice, and I was like, nah.
Hey, what country? What country was she from? 'Cause I know she needed a green card.
Shut
she
up,
ain't
man.
just asked you.
North Carolina, man. No, she ain't from no country.
Have a good morning, sir. What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is no pressure, no diamonds. I mean, you really can't be mad at a woman for pressuring you to want to see the relationship succeed. Because sometimes we do have to pressure each other to succeed. Pressure of success.
Yes, sometimes, but
I think it's just a matter.
Is a little too far, because that's a commitment. That's a long-lasting relationship, not only mentally but also business and physically.
I think keep the lines of communication open, and let's just make sure that we both have the right end goal in mind.
Truth be told, man, like, you know, you should have to pressure anybody to be with you. If you got to really.
That's not a good feeling.
No, that's not a great feeling. That's jail.
That's
jail. Rape in a way. That's like
shut up.
Everything is not rape. It's jail. Forcing me to do something against my will. That is rape, right?
Yeah.
Okay then.
No, you're pressuring someone. They can say no. It's not
Listen,
rape.
if you're pressuring me to do something against my will, that is a form of rape. Okay, don't rape me into marriage.
No, it's not. It's giving you options.
Don't rape me into marriage.
All right, we get what you're saying, but it ain't
No,
rape.
we don't.
Now, we got rumors coming up.
We'll tell you about a relationship that just recently ended. I don't know what could have possibly happened with these two. And Beyonce will tell you another announcement that she has that has to do with Flint, Michigan.
All right, all that and more. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk James Harden, Khloe Kardashian.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, both Khloe Kardashian and James Harden are in the market again. Apparently, they have broken up. According to the story, and I'm sure they put this out there on the Kardashian side, she dumped him weeks ago. They said there's no further explanation for what happened, but it does seem like they've both been single. She recently was, I told you guys she was hiking.
Hiking with Lamar, right?
With Lamar Odom. So,
Khloe, let's be clear. You didn't dump James Harden. James Harden ran through you the way he's running through all these other chicks out here. Drop one of Clues bombs for James Harden. All right? You're just another name on the list, Khloe. Stop
it. It was a good time while it lasted.
I don't care what your PR says. She's just another name on a long list.
And so is he, okay? Let's be clear. He's not the only one.
Oh, stop it. It's a double standard, okay? James Harden comes out clean.
We're not going with this double standard right here. Y'all both done.
Ain't nobody calling Harden a hoe, though. I bet you'll call Khloe a hoe before you call James Harden one.
They both having a good time.
What? Listen, I'm not going to lie. All my friends call James Harden a hoe. All of them. So, yeah, they do.
Yeah, because he ran through all of them. Drop one of Clues bombs for James Harden. Don't make me start saying names.
I only personally know one person.
All right, guys.
Me too.
You guys are foul. My goodness gracious. Those are your friends. Well, you call them friends.
So not all my friends said that because of that. All right, Beyonce
guys play too much.
made another announcement. She's starting a new fund. She's doing her Be Good initiative, and that's with United Way to support the Flint Child Health and Development Fund. That money will go toward providing the children of Flint, Michigan with the nutrition they need during this whole Flint water crisis.
Hey, Rudy Giuliani, do you agree with that? Are you upset about that too?
He's definitely upset with that.
That's a huge deal. And, it's not just about giving water, which is great. I've seen a lot of people going door to door, donating water and everything. But it's also about what's going to happen later on with these kids, with their health that has been affected because of the water in Flint, Michigan. So we have to make sure that all of those things are taken care of. So you can follow updates of that initiative with the hashtag BeGood Twitter account. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I told you earlier, Dennis Rodman really wants to pursue this job of the New York Knicks coaching position now that it's available. Well, here's what he had to say to TMZ Live.
Dennis Love, I got the winningest record of all time in NBA history. And the first thing he probably asked me, are you willing to coach, Dennis? That's the first thing he probably asked. And I said, well, I could have said the same thing about Derek Fisher, but you know what, bro? I have more charisma than anybody probably in the world. Because, I'm always like, relaxed, at ease. And I got the players get to relate to me about that.
Yeah, he can't be a coach.
Why?
He's too much of a circus act. He can't be a coach.
Yeah, he's too much of he's right. He looks
But
like
you don't think it would make people want to go to the games too?
Nah, you can't make the mascot the coach.
Nah, he definitely can't.
Dennis Rodman is a mascot. You can't make the mascot a coach.
Put him on the bench. Let him play. Let him put a uniform on, but not a coach.
One of our friends just texted me and said James Harden is a hoe, by the way.
Oh, really?
The same friend?
Yes. Drop one of Clues bombs for our friend.
told you.
You
Oh,
guys
she
are-
texted me too.
You guys are crazy.
Are we in a group chat here or what's happening?
Goodness gracious.
All right, and now let's talk about Will Smith. He recently did an interview with BBC's One Extra, and he talked about his son, Jaden Smith, and the freedom that he has. Check it out.
Your kids seem to have a lot of freedom of expression.
Yes.
Is that something that you consciously encourage them to have?
Yeah, I think it may have been a mistake. Yeah. I think we may have gone too far. Jaden is 100% fearless. He will do anything.
Definitely.
You know, so as a parent, it's scary, but he is completely willing to live and die by his own artistic decisions.
He doesn't concern himself with what people think, is how he ended that statement.
I watched that interview yesterday. I thought it was a great interview. It was only 8 minutes long. I can't remember the young lady's name who was conducting the interview, but you could tell it was one of those. A-Dot, that's her name?
Mm-hmm.
A-Dot. Drop one of the Clues bombs for A-Dot. She was asking some great questions, but you could tell it was one of those things where the publicist was like, okay, you only got 9 minutes.
Gotta wrap it up.
Getting it all
But
in.
it was great for 8 minutes.
And everybody was talking about Jaden Smith's outfit that he wore, the Louis Vuitton campaign. He had on the skirt and all of that. So, you know, artistic expression. All right. And Will Smith talked some more in this interview about which Aunt Viv was his favorite. Check out what he had to say.
Who was the better Aunt Viv? First Aunt Viv or second Aunt Viv?
You know, both of the Aunt Vivs were really, really fantastic. Janet Hubert Whitten brought a really powerful dignity to
You still like her?
the show. Yeah, you know, I think she's brilliant. She sings, she dances. She's like a really powerful artist. So, you know, I loved what she brought to the Fresh Prince.
He is so
That was
nice.
political. That was political and nice. Yeah.
That was a
nice
great
guy.
question, though.
Yeah, which
That's
one?
nice. It was right
Which
at the
one you
end,
like
too.
better?
She caught him right at the end with it.
Yeah, like right before you exit.
Yes.
We're not going to let this one slide. All right, and that is your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right, Missy. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
We need former Mayor Rudy Giuliani to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
Okay. We'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. And it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
That's pretty fun.
Charlamagne the devil?
The Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey today for Tuesday, February 9th goes the former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. And anybody who has something negative to say about Beyonce's new video, Formation, and her halftime performance at Super Bowl 50. Now, if you haven't seen Beyonce's new video, it's a salute to Black Power, being black and proud, being unapologetically black. Nothing wrong with that. Drop one of Clues bombs for Red Lobster. All right? Beyonce name dropped Red Lobster in the record. Said if she gets smashed good, then she would take them to Red Lobster. Now all you chicks is all over social media with Red Lobster menus. Y'all can just knock that off right now, okay? You wasn't about that Cheddar Bay biscuit life and lobster and shrimp pasta before that, all right? In fact, a lot of y'all thought y'all was too good for Red Lobster, but we're going to talk about that another time. Let's get back to the matter at hand, all right? One of the most powerful scenes in the Beyonce Formation video was a young black kid in a hoodie dancing in front of police officers, and on the wall are the words, "Stop shooting us." Mm-hmm. That sounds like a very reasonable request to me. Okay, like, yeah, stop shooting unarmed individuals, Mr. Police Officer, regardless of what race they are. Stop shooting us, all right? I see nothing wrong with that statement, but of course, a lot of people do. And for the record, if you disagree with Beyonce saying stop shooting us, then you must agree with police officers shooting us. No gray area with that one, buddy. All right, you're either with it or you're not, period. Now, one person who doesn't seem to be with it is former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, who had nothing good to say about Beyonce's halftime performance at Super Bowl 50. Now, Beyonce performed Formation at the Super Bowl, and she had a Black Power theme. The women had their afros out with their Black Panther-style berets. They was throwing up the Black Power salute like Tommy Smith and John Carlos did at the 1968 Olympics, and why not? It all made perfect sense in context. I mean, number one, it is Black History Month. Number two, this year marks the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party. And number three, it's Beyonce, damn it. Okay, she can do whatever the hell she wants. But, Rudy Giuliani wasn't having it. He went on Fox News and said this.
The halftime show, I thought it was ridiculous anyway. I don't know what the heck it was. A bunch of people like bouncing around and strange things. It was terrible. I think, I actually even know why we have this. I mean, this is
You're going to do something at halftime.
football, not Hollywood. Yeah. And I thought it was really outrageous that she used it as a platform to attack police officers who are the people who protect her and protect us and keep us alive. And what we should be doing in the African American community and all communities is build up respect for police officers and focus on the fact that when something does go wrong, okay, we'll work on that. But the vast majority of police officers risk their lives to keep us safe.
Okay, let's dissect this. All right. First of all, a lot of this is just old man out of touch rhetoric. Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't understand what was going on up on that stage. Rudy wants to see someone, like Tony Orlando. Okay, kids, you ever heard of Tony Orlando? Of course you haven't. But Rudy Giuliani was once asked, I think it was by Oprah. Don't quote me on that, but he was asked once, what's his favorite song? And he said, Tony Orlando, He Don't Love You. I don't even know what that is. And guess what? I wouldn't want to hear that if it was the halftime show. But that's a generational thing, okay? I'm out of touch with Tony Orlando. Rudy Giuliani is out of touch with Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. It happens, okay? But what isn't a generational thing is freedom of speech and the right to protest. Beyonce has the right to speak out against police brutality. She has the right to protest against police brutality through her art. I really don't understand how in America we tell people they have these rights, but then tell people they are wrong when they express these rights. For the record, Beyonce did not wage an attack on police. That is not accurate, okay? She attacked police brutality. There is a huge difference. She did not say F the police or kill the police. She simply said, stop shooting us. I don't understand how anyone could be mad at that statement unless, of course, once again, you don't want the police to stop shooting us. And why is it an issue for someone to celebrate themselves? As Americans, we all have our own individual cultures. And there's nothing wrong with being what you are and proud of that. Black and proud, white and proud, Italian and proud, gay and proud, whatever. And if it is a blatant injustice happening to your people, it is nothing wrong with protesting about it and speaking out against it. That's our right as American citizens, okay? Now, what Rudy Giuliani is doing is more dangerous than what Beyonce did because Rudy is planting the seeds in police officers' mind that there is an attack against them. That's not true. It's an attack against police, harming unarmed individuals, shooting unarmed individuals, roughing them up. It's an attack against situations like Sandra Bland, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, Tamir Rice. That's what people don't respect. And what's wrong with speaking out against that? I don't see the issue, Rudy Giuliani. And once again, if you're against people saying not shooting us or stop shooting us, then you must be for people shooting us. Give Rudy Giuliani the biggest hee-haw, please.
He was always out of touch, even as mayor of New York City. He was out of touch. He cleaned up New York, though, but he was always out of touch.
I don't see the issue. Like, if somebody is just saying stop shooting us, right?
How are they anti-police?
How are you anti-police?
Doesn't sound right.
No,
and the kid is has his hands out. The cops put their hands up. It's kind of like, okay, everybody.
It's clearly anti-police.
Nobody's
brutality.
trying to shoot anyone in this.
It's not an anti-police song. It's an anti-police brutality
song. Well, let's open up the phone lines. Thank you for that donkey today, Charlamagne. 800-585-1051. Do you have a problem with Beyonce's political performance? Was she being anti-police? I don't see it. I don't see why people are upset about it. I don't see why people are talking about it. It was an amazing performance. I think more artists need to do that type of performance.
And would you want to see Tony Orlando at the halftime
I don't know who Tony Orlando is.
Neither do I. Never heard of the guy.
When you said Tony Orlando, remember that old song, Pretty Baby Sunlight? You sound alright.
Never heard of that. No. That must have been big in the light-skinned community.
I don't know.
Beige power.
But I thought it was a very
beige power.
It was a very empowering halftime show, and I thought it was very timely in light of everything that's happening right now.
More artists need to do it.
Like I always say, rep your sect. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're black, Jewish, Italian, Asian. Rep your sect, man.
I agree. 800-585-1051. Do you have a problem with Beyonce's political performance at the Super Bowl? Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. So it's Slow Jams morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, Charlamagne gave Donkey of the Day to Rudy Giuliani. He was ex-mayor of New York City. He says Beyonce's performance was ridiculous and anti-police.
The halftime show, I thought it was ridiculous anyway. I don't know what the heck it was. And I thought it was really outrageous that she used it as a platform to attack police officers who are the people who protect her and protect us and keep us alive. And what we should be doing in the African American community and all communities is build up respect for police officers and focus on the fact that when something does go wrong, okay, we'll work on that. But the vast majority of police officers risk their lives to keep us safe.
Now, we're opening up the phone lines. Do you agree with him? Do you have a problem with Beyonce's performance?
I absolutely don't have a problem with Beyonce's performance. I don't think that her performance was anti-police, but it was anti-police brutality. And what's wrong with that? If in her video she says, "Stop shooting us," how could you possibly be against that statement? Unless, of course, you're okay with the shooting of us.
She stood up for our culture, and I think more artists need to do that. I remember growing up as a kid, I used to hear artists of my parents' era do songs standing up for our culture and promoting nonviolence and promoting us standing up and empowering ourselves.
James Brown!
Say it
loud! I'm black and I'm proud!
Yeah, but now it don't seem like artists do that. But I love the fact that she did that. I love the fact that she did it on the biggest forum that she could possibly be.
And everybody, they're giving her flack, like, she was dressed like a Black Panther. I mean, it is Black History Month. It is the 50-year anniversary of the Black Panthers. They were damn near in Oakland. Didn't the Black Panthers start in Oakland, if I'm not mistaken?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, what is the problem? Like, what's wrong with what she did in context?
Yeah.
I think it made everybody stand up and be like, yes, I love this. It was very empowering. I thought it was beautiful. I didn't see any type of promotion of violence in there at all. If anything, it was everybody put their hands up.
I love the fact that the kid had his hood on. He was dancing. He wasn't being violent. He wasn't being negative. He wasn't being a thug. He wasn't being gangster. There was none of that.
I mean, he was by himself.
Rudy Giuliani is agitating the situation more than Beyonce did because Beyonce's not looking for a fight. Beyonce's just stating the obvious. What Rudy Giuliani is doing is saying, see, look what she said about you. You should get her. Go get her.
Right. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
It's Tim Gregoretti.
What did you think about Beyonce's performance?
I think she's a little racist, man.
Really? Why do you think that?
I think she is fighting for the criminals. The people
criminals?
What criminal did they show?
Was Michael Brown a criminal? Was Tamir Rice a criminal?
He was resisting arrest.
So you should die for resisting arrest? You should get shot?
No. I'm just saying, I think she's fighting for the criminals. I think it's wrong because...
But explain why.
Who are the criminals? I need to know who the criminals are. Who are the criminals?
The people that you named before, the Michael Browns,
Tamir Rice was a criminal?
Trayvon Martin
was Trayvon Martin a criminal?
Eric Garner was a criminal?
Wasn't he trespassing?
No, he was walking in his neighborhood.
I'm pretty sure he was trespassing.
No, he wasn't. He was walking on the street, going home. He went to the store, got some Skittles, and was on his way home.
So you should get shot and killed for trespassing? You think trespassing warrants a death sentence?
If you fight the police officer trying to...
George Zimmerman wasn't a police officer.
He wasn't a police officer.
Do you think resisting arrest warrants a death sentence?
He didn't.
I'm just saying, bro. You know what I'm saying, though?
Don't call me bro. I'm not your bro.
Oh, my God.
It's okay. I respect your freedom of speech. Let the man talk. We
let him talk. Well, he said what he had to say.
I don't agree with him either.
I don't think he even knows what happened with any of these people we named. He said Trayvon Martin was a criminal who was trespassing.
Tamir Rice was not a criminal.
He was an innocent child who was going home from the store.
Getting Skittles, going back to his dad's house. Like, it sounds crazy.
This is a disconnect in America, though. Like, they really just don't know. Either they don't know, they don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood.
They definitely don't care.
Boys in the hood, baby. All right?
Are you quoting Boys in the Hood right now? Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name is Giselle. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How do you feel about Beyonce's performance?
I actually loved it. I was actually super happy that she did that. And I'm Cuban. I'm Hispanic. I ain't even black.
What does that mean?
You can still love it.
You can still like it.
Yeah, some people just don't understand, especially this, I don't want to insult him on the radio, but again, who the hell is Tony, what's his face? What was it?
Tony Orlando.
Yeah, that guy. Who the hell is that?
I don't know, but you know what? I love when I see people repping their coaches. I saw Mark Anthony somewhere the other day. What is Mark Anthony? He's Mexican, right?
He's
whatever
not
he
Mexican.
was, whatever he was, he shouted out what he was.
I think he's Puerto Rican.
Okay, whatever he was, he shouted out what he was, and everybody got excited. As far as this young lady on the phone, you and Pitbull can rep your sex, baby. Cuba all day.
I don't understand it. They say it's true what you were saying. They say that freedom of speech and free this and free that. Bullshit. We ain't free nowhere because we're not allowed to say anything. We ain't allowed to do anything, and everything is an issue. So how is that being free?
I don't get it either.
I've never understood that.
Me neither.
Well, thank you, Mama.
Cuba all day. Cuban power.
We're going to play some Pitbull for you right now, all right?
We off her up?
No, we're not playing Pitbull, Joe. Let's get into Beyonce's joint.
Why we can't play Pitbull?
Because we're talking about Beyonce's.
I want Cubans to get represented, too. I'm going to tell you one more thing I'm really pissed off about America. We got to stop acting like it's just black and white in America.
It's not.
It's not. We live in a great American melting pot, and we need to hear other voices represented, too.
But I want to go to Red Lobster right now. Here's Beyonce Formation. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Joint formation right there. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, Charlamagne gave Rudy Giuliani Donkey of the Day. He called Beyonce's performance at the Super Bowl ridiculous and anti-police.
Which is very not accurate. The performance was anti-police brutality.
Yep.
Listen, Martin Luther King Jr. said it the best. The injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Police brutality is an injustice. Police brutality can happen to anybody.
Right.
It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is, what your gender is. Police brutality can happen to anyone, and we should all be against police brutality.
And she had a great platform to really bring attention to it. And
The biggest platform, right?
So there you go.
And I hate, and like
She did an amazing job.
Like the last caller called and said that it was racist what happened to police. Like, yo, police aren't just attacking black people.
No, they're attacking everybody.
Like, they're attacking everybody.
Every nationality, it doesn't matter.
Like, that could be you, bro.
And not all police are bad. Let me say that. Not all police are bad, but the specific ones that are, that's who she's
There's
talking
some
to.
things about the system that definitely have to be changed.
I mean, one of the things that needs to be changed is, you know, whenever you say all police aren't bad, that is a true statement, but the ones that aren't bad have to stand up and say they don't agree with the bad ones.
Right. Hello, who's this?
Marie from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
What
Good
up,
morning,
Marie?
And do you have a
Hey.
problem with Beyonce's political performance?
Not at all. I'm happy that she's finally doing something, but now she has to accept the fact that white America's not going to support her anymore. So now while she's at it, she can continue being black and stop bleaching her skin and just support her people.
First of all, that's not true either.
What?
Number one, I doubt she bleaches her skin. And number two, it's a lot of white
That's like
people.
a backhanded compliment.
It is a lot of white people who agree with her. You can't lump all white people in and say all white people are not going to support her no more. No, it's a lot of white people
No,
who
I
agree.
didn't say all white people, but majority of the white
You can't even say that. That's not factual. You can't say majority. Stop it.
people, because you have one white man not supporting her right now.
Rudy Giuliani don't count. He likes Tony
Why does-
Orlando. We can't take nobody who likes Tony
I
Orlando.
don't know that he was
serious.
supporting her before either.
Yeah, I don't think he was. Hello, who's this?
Chuck, what up, Envy?
What's up, bro?
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to call. First of all, I love what you guys are doing, but the comment on what you commented on, I love Beyonce's performance. I thought it was accurate. I thought it had the pulse of where we are, the black community. Anytime we make any kind of noise, anytime we try to raise the consciousness level of our people, there's always somebody that's going to put us down. Don't get me wrong, I love Martin Luther King, but I'm more of a Malcolm man. You know what I'm saying? Because Martin, I'm not trying to diss Martin, but the white people, the white people that didn't like black people in this country, they accepted Martin because Martin would turn the other cheek.
You should start studying some of Dr. MLK's speeches towards the end of his life. His rhetoric had changed, sir.
Oh, no, I know it did, but in order for him to get accepted, they accepted him because they looked at him like he was the lesser of the two evils.
Well,
You
he
know what I'm saying,
kind
Charlamagne?
of infiltrated, really.
Yeah, you needed
Right.
MLK. You needed MLK and you needed Malcolm X. It's like having Magneto and Professor X on the same team.
No, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. I'm looking at it from their perspective on us. That's all I'm saying. I love both of them, man.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling
But
in
you
and
know
checking
what?
in, bro.
I love what you guys are doing because you give us a platform as well, and you do your job well. And Envy, I check you out on XM2. You work hard, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
Keep up the good work, y'all.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
What's the moral of the story, guys?
The moral of the story is justice consists not in being neutral between right and wrong, but in finding out the right and upholding it wherever found against the wrong. Salute to Beyonce for using her voice to uphold the right.
All right. Well, we got rumors coming up, Yee.
Yes, we'll find out who is suing because their baby daddy was talking shh, and she wants him to pay $15 million.
Yeeks. All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's
Listen,
get to the
salute
rumors.
to everybody repping their set on Twitter, too. Everybody repping their
What's
set.
your set, man?
Black, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, everybody. Matter of fact, this girl named Yao Yee on Twitter said...
Yao Yee?
Yao Yee?
She said, thank you, see to God. I'm going to rep my set all day. Dominican, Michael Kors, till the death for me. Drop one of Clues bombs.
Michael Kors is not Dominican, is he?
You know Dominican women love Michael Kors.
Oh, we know you know.
Dominican women love them some Michael Kors.
And shout out to everybody.
Okay.
You know, it's Chinese New Year started yesterday.
Say it.
Gong Hei Fa Choi. But,
Soccer
you know, I'm half Chinese and half West Indian, so I had a beautiful Chinese New Year dinner at Suede.
At a
It's
West Indian
in
restaurant.
Brooklyn. It's a West Indian restaurant.
Drop one of
So-
Clues bombs for the Chinese and the West Indians. Happy Lunar New Year.
Shout
Rep
out
your
to
set.
everybody from Montserrat. You know.
And shout out to all my black people, too.
That's right.
We had a discussion about Envy yesterday because one of my friends was there, and she was like, so Envy's fully Dominican, or... I was like, I was like, I think
Envy
he's fully
is
Dominican.
50% black, quarter Dominican, quarter gay.
And then I didn't know your wife is a Chinese Jamaican
She's Chinese, Jamaican, Puerto Rican.
and Puerto Rican.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so she celebrates it all. It all.
She gets
All
every day-
lives
she
really
gets
matter
every
to
day
her.
off.
Yeah, all lives really matter to her. All right, well, let's get to the rumors. We're talking CC.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Woo! Well, it says that Sierra is now saying that Future has blasted her for her mothering skills and attacked her relationship with Russell Wilson, and he's trying to do that to publicize his music. And so now she's suing him for $15 million, allegedly. She says that his comments were said with malice when he said some things about her on Twitter, and he also said that she has control problems and that he has got to go through lawyers to see baby Future, and that costs about $15,000 a month and so on and so forth. So, you know, she said that she goes out of her way to make sure that Future sees their son, and they've had at least 19 visitations since December of 2014.
So she's suing Future for expressing his frustrations about not
For
seeing his son?
slandering her.
For slander, yeah, because he
For
called her some
slandering
names.
her.
What was the slander?
Well, he called her a bitch. He said this bitch got control problems.
Well, if that's the case, all y'all women need to be suing rappers.
What?
Rappers
Are
are
you
always calling women bitches.
Are you trying to represent these women?
All
Okay.
rappers call women bitches. Like, come on, that's nothing to sue over. $50 million. Stop. You know what somebody needs to sue Sierra for? Going to the Super Bowl with a Russell Wilson jersey on, okay? I can't
That's her
stand people.
boo.
No.
Well, she's saying that
I
he's
respect
blasting
that.
her mothering skills and attacking her relationship and all of that. So that's what her lawsuit
Yeah,
is
attacking the
about.
mom skills.
If
That's
you
what
go to
we're
the
talking
Super
about,
Bowl, if your team ain't playing, don't wear the jersey of your team. Just wear plain
skills.
clothes.
You still rep your team. You
No,
just,
you
they're
look
just not
stupid.
there.
All right, DMX is in the hospital right now. He's recovering. He
I
actually,
just spoke to DMX yesterday, too.
You did? Well, he had an asthma attack. They said he believes a nasty asthma attack. He was outside his room. He was in Yonkers in New York, and he started complaining of shortness of breath and pain in his chest. I guess this was after you spoke to him yesterday.
Yeah,
He has a history of asthma, so he collapsed to the floor while they were looking for his inhaler. They had to call an ambulance. He's at the hospital where he's getting breathing treatments.
DMX should sue the atmosphere. He should sue the oxygen.
Can't
Because
sue.
that'd be just as frivolous as Sierra's lawsuit.
He
to
can't
Future.
sue the atmosphere. He gave me some new music, too, so shout out to DMX, shout out to Black
Salute
man.
to DMX.
Hopefully he gets better fast.
All right, and let's talk about Marshawn Lynch. I know we were talking about this morning. Now, he did post a pair of his cleats hanging off the power lines, and he put the peace emoji on that. And, you know, a lot of people started tweeting him. Russell Wilson did. He said, honor playing with one of the best running backs of all time. Going to miss sharing the backfield with you 24. So,
Whoa. Whoa.
Richard
Now,
Sherman
Sierra?
tweeted, salute to my guy.
Sierra, you might not want to get married to that guy until you figure out what does he mean by sharing the backfield.
You know what he means.
What did he mean?
Don't slander anybody right now. Now,
the
he
hell are you
made
talking
almost
about?
$50 million in his 9 NFL seasons just off of his football career, but he didn't spend any of that money. He actually spent all of his endorsement money. He made about $5 million per year through endorsement deals with Pepsi, Nike, Skittles, Progressive, Activision, and all of that. And so that's the money that he spent. And
Drop on the clues bomb
He
from
was
Marshawn
smart.
Lynch.
Shout out to him. He's very smart.
He should sue Russell Wilson for painting him in that negative light, talking about
Shut
they
up.
shared backfields together.
he didn't mean it like that.
All right.
And you know, he opened up a store, so I guess he'll be concentrating on that.
All right.
All right, and that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right. Now, shout out to our Revolt family. We'll see you guys tomorrow. So salute to everybody that watches us on Revolt. See you tomorrow. All right, and everybody else, we got a major announcement coming up right now. Then we have the People's Choice Mix. If you want to hear something, 800-585-1051 now.
And salute to, right now?
We're about to get into the major announcement.
Okay.
Salute.
This is Pamela on Twitter. She's mad at me because she said, why you always saying Dominican women love Michael Kors? As far as I know, black women wear more boo-boo, but they don't get excited about it like you Dominican women do. Change the Dominican woman's life with a Michael Kors bag.
A
You
lot
hear
of
me?
people like Michael Kors.
It's gracious.
Stop it. Of all races.
Black women
okay?
usually like Louis Vuitton.
Hey, man, Dominican women be
Chanel.
on Facebook showing
You
off
guys
their Michael
sound so
Kors bag.
racist
Like,
right now, shouting out what different races of
No, I
women.
just see what I see them
enjoy.
You're stupid.
What are y'all talking about
look at
right
me
now?
with my Miguel Kors bag.
It's Miguel Kors. All right, let's get into that
What do
announcement.
Asian women like?
You are a donkey. It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate. I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the hero.
Yes, the Breakfast Club, bitches. Who's donkey of the day today?
Yes, donkey today for Tuesday, February 9th goes the former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. And anybody who has something negative to say about Beyonce's new video, Formation, and her halftime performance at Super Bowl 50. Now, if you haven't seen Beyonce's new video, it's a salute to Black Power, being black and proud, being unapologetically black. Nothing wrong with that. Drop one of Clues bombs for Red Lobster. All right? Beyonce name dropped Red Lobster in the record. Said if she gets smashed good, then she will take him to Red Lobster. Now all you chicks is all over social media with Red Lobster menus. Y'all can just knock that off right now, okay? You wasn't about that Cheddar Bay biscuit life and lobster and shrimp pasta before that, all right? In fact, a lot of y'all thought y'all was too good for Red Lobster, but we're going to talk about that another time. Let's get back to the matter at hand, all right? One of the most powerful scenes in the Beyonce Formation video was a young black kid in a hoodie dancing in front of police officers, and on the wall are the words, "Stop shooting us." Mm-hmm. That sounds like a very reasonable request to me. Okay, like, yeah, stop shooting unarmed individuals, Mr. Police Officer, regardless of what race they are. Stop shooting us, all right? I see nothing wrong with that statement, but of course, a lot of people do. And for the record, if you disagree with Beyonce saying stop shooting us, then you must agree with police officers shooting us. No gray area with that one, buddy. All right? You're either with it or you're not, period.
Not our fault.
Now, one person who doesn't seem to be with it is former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, who had nothing good to say about Beyonce's halftime performance at Super Bowl 50. Now, Beyonce performed Formation at the Super Bowl, and she had a Black Power theme. The women had their afros out with their Black Panther-style berets. They was throwing up the Black Power salute like Tommy Smith and John Carlos did at the 1968 Olympics, and why not? It all made perfect sense in context. I mean, number one, it is Black History Month. Number two, this year marks the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party. And number three, it's Beyonce, damn it. Mm-hmm. Okay, she can do whatever the hell she wants. But, Rudy Giuliani wasn't having it. He went on Fox News and said this.
The halftime show, I thought it was ridiculous anyway. I don't know what the heck it was. A bunch of people like bouncing around and strange things. It was terrible. I think, Bruno I actually even know why we have this. I mean, this is
you got to do something at halftime.
Football, not Hollywood. Yeah. And I thought it was really outrageous that she used it as a platform to attack police officers who are the people who protect her and protect us and keep us alive. And what we should be doing in the African-American community and all communities is build up respect for police officers and focus on the fact that when something does go wrong, okay, we'll work on that. But the vast majority of police officers risk their lives to keep us safe.
Okay, let's dissect this. All right. First of all, a lot of this is just old man out of touch rhetoric. Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't understand what was going on up on that stage. Rudy wants to see someone, like Tony Orlando. Okay, kids, you ever heard of Tony Orlando? Of course you haven't. But Rudy Giuliani, I think it was about Oprah. Don't quote me on that, but he was asked once, what's his favorite song? And he said, Tony Orlando, He Don't Love You. I don't even know what that is. And guess what? I wouldn't want to hear that if it was the halftime show. But that's a generational thing, okay? I'm out of touch with Tony Orlando. Rudy Giuliani is out of touch with Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. It happens, okay? But what isn't a generational thing is freedom of speech and the right to protest. Beyonce has the right to speak out against police brutality. She has the right to protest against police brutality through her art. I really don't understand how in America we tell people they have these rights, but then tell people they are wrong when they express these rights. For the record, Beyonce did not wage an attack on police. That is not accurate, okay? She attacked police brutality. There is a huge difference. She did not say F the police or kill the police. She simply said, stop shooting us. I don't understand how anyone could be mad at that statement unless, of course, once again, you don't want the police to stop shooting us. And why is it an issue for someone to celebrate themselves? As Americans, we all have our own individual cultures. And there is nothing wrong with being what you are and proud of that. Black and proud, white and proud, Italian and proud, gay and proud, whatever. And if it is a blatant injustice happening to your people, it is nothing wrong with protesting about it and speaking out against it. That's our right as American citizens, okay? Now, what Rudy Giuliani is doing is more dangerous than what Beyonce did, because Rudy is planting the seeds in police officers' mind that there is an attack against them. That's not true. It's an attack against police, harming unarmed individuals, shooting unarmed individuals, roughing them up. It's an attack against situations like Sandra Bland, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, Tamir Rice. That's what people don't respect. And what's wrong with speaking out against that? I don't see the issue, Rudy Giuliani. And once again, if you're against people saying not shooting us or stop shooting us, then you must be for people shooting us. Give Rudy Giuliani the biggest hee-haw, please.
All All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. Now, when we come back, we got the positive note. Don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Play no games. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee. Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club.
How do you feel, sir?
I feel great. How do you feel?
I feel good, man. I just want to keep reiterating that, no matter what you are, be proud of what you are. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being black and proud. There's nothing wrong with being, today, Angela Yee is super Chinese and proud.
What? Today?
Why you say that today?
I mean, every day, but it's the Lunar New Year. So she's really repping her set today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I also rep my West Indian set all the time as well.
I don't see the problem with that. We're all Americans, but we should all be allowed to celebrate our own individual cultures as Americans. Okay, and that should not make anybody uncomfortable.
And we should celebrate other people's cultures as well, which I love.
You damn right. I love Dum Sum. What's it called?
Dim sum.
Dim sum.
What?
I love.
But I could see you having dumb sum.
I love going down to Little Italy and eating at the Italian festival. I love all of that. Yo, like, what's the problem? Like, stop it. America would be whack if we all had to stay within our own cultures.
Be proud of
and
who
rep
you are.
everyone's set, man. I just love different cultures and experiencing different things and learning about other people too.
That's right.
When we come back, we have the positive note and Black History Month moments. Don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee. Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now it's time for a Black History Month moment, right?
Yes, it is time for Black History. Well, all month long, since it is Black History Month, we're honoring new Black History legends and new Black History moments. Today, we have a new Black History legend.
The Breakfast Club presents a new Black History Month legend.
Patrice McDowell, America's first thought.
Breakfast Club presents a new Black History Month legend.
Patrice McDowell, America's first thought. Patrice McDowell was a pioneer in the thought world. Long before thoughts got rewarded with reality shows and hosting gigs, Patrice was being a thought for the love of the culture.
I don't care how much a man admires you. He's not going to give you earrings like that unless you're giving him a little booty. Not everybody thinks like you, Patrice. Yes, they do. They just don't admit it.
Whether it meant being a team player and attempting to give Akeem a hand job during a basketball game while on a double date with Lisa and Daryl.
Why don't you take off your jacket, Akeem? Yes. Isn't that better?
Yes, thank you. What kind of games do y'all play in Africa? I believe you call it soccer. Yes! Yes! Will you excuse me for a moment, please?
Or ditching Akeem and letting his partner Simi hit. No matter the cause, Patrice was always down for some thought activity. Sadly, she mismanaged her poom poom and mistook Simi for the prince.
Oh, hi, Akeem. Semi told me everything. Sorry things didn't work out between you and me, but you understand. Good night, sweet prince.
Remember, you must not tell a soul.
Your secret is safe with me, Your Highness.
But it all worked out in the end because Lisa got Akeem and Patrice kept the Soul Glow money in the family by giving the poom poom to Daryl.
Daryl, what happened?
Lisa dumped me.
Oh, I know. Poor thing. The first thing we have to do is get you out of these wet clothes.
Salute Patrice McDowell, Ghetto America's first thought, a new Black History Month legend.
And that was another new Black History Month legend, courtesy of The Breakfast Club.
That's right. Salute to Patrice McDowell, baby. Ghetto America's first thought.
McDowell.
She was thoughtin' before thoughtin' was popular. Before the social media, before you got reality shows for it, Patrice McDowell was out here putting in work for the love of the culture. Salute to her.
All right.
She paved the way for all you hoes.
All right. Well, leave us on a positive note.
Listen, the positive note is this, man. Real integrity is doing the right thing, knowing that nobody's going to know whether you did it or not.
Breakfast Club. 051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. Now they're saying a little snow later on.
Hey, a little snow never hurt nobody.
And salute to this guy on Twitter named @KingDSeals. He just tweeted, so it's Black History Month and Google got monkeys up on their webpage. That's because it's the Chinese New Year and it's the year of the monkey, you
and
dumb
yeah, and monkey, it's actually
idiot.
a great year for people, and it's not a negative thing. Year of the monkey for Chinese people means that you're very clever.
So wait a minute. If I have a monkey, if I have a baby in the year of the monkey.
It's a great year to have a baby.
Oh.
I mean, you have probably a baby in every single astrological sign.
So I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, monkeys are considered clever, smart, and powerful creatures by the Chinese. That's why many people try to have a child in the year of the monkey.
Right.
And they hope for a son.
And also because last year was a bad luck year, so people didn't want to have babies last year. This year, they said the hospitals are already all booked up in China.
So I will say
have
this.
a baby
all you Chinese women in America dating black men, do not, and I repeat, do not say you hope to have a little monkey this year.
All right.
That's not going to turn out too well.
Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Homer, Angie Martinez, and Pro Stylist.